Hello, everyone. This is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So, today we're going to see who's coming toward you when it comes to love. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. Who is coming toward my viewers when it comes to love? Who is coming toward my viewers when it comes to love? Two more shuffles. All right. So let's see what comes out here. And I left one out, so we're going to keep it. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, you have pop up. So it's someone who's going to pop up on you out of nowhere. Some of you will not be expecting it. It's giving energy of this person finally pushing through some type of fear that they have when it comes to you. It's also giving energy of them being emotional when they do come in, okay? They could come toward you in an unexpected way or at an unexpected time. You also have fighting as well as inferno. So the two of you could have had an argument and this person could be giving you the cold shoulder. If it's not that, I just feel like there has been distance between the two of you. For some of you, this person's intentions for why they're coming in has a lot to do with you coming off as cold or detached. There's also trust issues between the two of you. And this is someone who is a poor communicator, all right? So this is giving energy of someone you felt you had a one-sided relationship with. You obviously went through a lot with this person, but the Inferno card is also about desperation. So someone is desperate to get your attention or they're desperate to stay in your life. If there has been an argument, a disagreement, or a fight between the two of you, this person has reached a breaking point, okay? It's getting really hard for them to stay away from you. Even if they have been giving you the cold shoulder, I feel like they may have been doing it to punish you or as a way to prove some type of invalid point. For some of you, when this person comes in, you could find out that their life has been in flames. It's giving energy of them being the type that tends to self-sabotage. So something could have happened between the two of you, and this person knows that it's their fault. But at the same time, they either didn't want to take accountability or this is someone who tried to play victim. If they did wrong you in any way, I feel like this person has been getting karma ever since. But they know that you don't trust them. So this is obviously someone who has been distant from you for a small portion of you. This person may have even been trying to ignore you. It's definitely giving energy of them trying their best to keep themselves busy, just to keep you off of their mind or to stay out of their feelings when it comes to you. But it's not working because you have the hurting card right next to that. So this is someone who's been hurting behind the scenes. All right. For some of you, they've cried. They have cried. There's something about you giving this person the cold shoulder or how you have been responding to the disconnect between the two of you that's causing this person to feel rejected or hurt. They may not be used to you giving them that type of energy. I heard taste of their own medicine. So this person could feel like you've been giving them a taste of their own medicine, especially if they're the type that comes off as cold and attached. Now that you've detached, they can't take it. They do not like feeling ignored. Wow. Give me another card. Who is coming toward my viewers when it comes to love? If this person knows where you live, they could pop up at your home all of a sudden. For others of you, I just feel like you're going to hear from this person out of nowhere. All right, you have avoidance here. So it is someone who has been avoiding you, or this person has a tendency to be avoidant at times, especially after any type of conflict or after fights between the two of you. They tend to go ghost, or this is someone who may even avoid you at times out of guilt. Whenever they know that they're wrong, they get distant. And some people will definitely do that. Like, some people will avoid you when they know that they're wrong. Mm. Even though they have been avoidant, this person has been looking at your photos, reading through old text messages. They've been doing a lot of reminiscing. And I want to say I said it in yesterday's reading. This is someone who's been using some type of substance to cope with whatever is happening between the two of you. Okay, so they could be smoking a lot of cigarettes, vaping a lot. They could be drinking more than usual, or using some other type of drug to try and numb their thoughts and feelings when it comes to you. So even though there hasn't been contact between the two of you, or the contact has been inconsistent, you've always been in the back of this person's mind. For a small portion of you, this person could have blocked you after some type of disagreement, or you could have blocked them. If it's not that, it just gives energy of there being some type of blockage between the two of you. Also, this is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. For a small portion of you, this person tends to block you, hang up on you, or give you the silent treatment whenever they don't get their way. Almost like they'll hang up the phone on you. They may like to hang up on you a lot, or they're quick to block. But for others of you, I just feel like this person is quick to avoid, especially when they know that they're wrong. Even though there hasn't been much contact between the two of you, or the contact has been inconsistent, this is someone who's wanting to reconcile, okay? They're going to come toward you with some better communication, or they're going to be letting you know that they want the two of you to get back together, make things work, just take it however it fits. But see, the problem with this person is there is an unequal give and take. So you could be a giver and this person could be a taker. One of the main reasons why they want to reconcile with you is because they know that you're high value. Whether you are a male or a female, you are an empress or an emperor. Okay? You're very much high value. And people like you do not come a dime a dozen. That's one of the reasons why this person will always have desire for you. Wow. But some of you have given this person the deuces. You're fed up with their behavior. You just want someone who can match your energy, someone you can be on the same page with, someone where the vibes naturally flow between the two of you instead of you having to force it. Some of you may still be attracted to this person, or deep down you could still desire for the two of you to have a connection, but you know that they're not good for you. So now that you've taken your power back, for those of you who have not been reaching out to communicate with this person, I feel like it's kind of putting them in a dark place and they don't really know how to take it. Now you could feel as though they're okay, like they're handling everything well between the two of you. But what you're not aware of is behind closed doors, this person is crying in the corner. Okay? Wow. But you guys have learned some tough lessons. I feel like you went through a lot of tough times with this person. You learned a lot about yourself dealing with this connection. And it wasn't in vain, because you guys have grown, you've leveled up. There are just certain things that you would never tolerate anymore. Not from this person and not from anyone else at all. Wow. Also, if you have given this person the deuces, if you walked away, even if they walked away from you and you didn't chase them, if you have not been initiating contact, if you have taken back your power, I feel like that makes this person want you even more. They're the type who likes a challenge. Okay? They like a challenge. Hmm. You have distractions here. So this could be someone you feel kept you waiting when it comes to giving you the commitment that you deserve. For others of you, this is someone who may not have made you a priority when the two of you were dealing with each other. Some of you could be dealing with this person now, even if it's loosely. Also, this person may tend to have a wandering eye, or there could have been other options. If it's not that, I just feel like this person was distracted throughout the whole entire relationship. It's like they didn't have their head in the right place. This is someone who tends to walk around with their head in the clouds. And I feel like they're that way because it's hard for them to face reality. They're the type who prefers for their partner to pretend that there's nothing wrong, even though there's a huge elephant in the room. They want you to pretend like you don't see the elephant. Don't speak about the elephant. Don't even look at the elephant. It's giving that type of energy. Mm. But yeah, they've been trying their best to distract themselves to avoid either taking accountability or to avoid facing you, facing something that they did. But it's gotten to the point where they're so down bad, especially when it comes to their emotions, that they can't fight it anymore. This person's gonna come in taking some type of risk. And for them, it's a big deal because they don't take rejection well. And those of you who do reject this person, I feel like it's gonna really hurt them. Now, they may lash out. They may lash out, especially verbally. But for others of you, they'll make it seem as though they don't care, when in reality, it may just bring them to tears. This is someone who cries a lot, but you're not aware of it. Mm. But yeah, they've been distracting themselves, or at least trying to distract themselves from thinking of you. But they can't help but miss you. They cannot help but miss you. And for some of you, this person has been manifesting a reunion, or they've been manifesting for the two of you to get on the same page. But some of you may feel like the two of you can't get on the same page because the connection has been so one-sided, and you may feel like the two of you are not on the same chapter, let alone in the same book at this point. Give me another card. For some of you, if there has been a breakup and this person has been entertaining other options, they do it to distract themselves from thinking about you. All right? You have growing together, and you also have red flags, and both of those cards came out crossing. Now, the red flag card came out on top of no contact. So, for some of you, this person could have blocked you, or they could have become distant. They could have even given you the silent treatment after you exposed some type of deception. So you could have caught this person up in some type of lie. There could have been some evidence that resurfaced. Okay. But there's a red flag that you pointed out, and this person didn't like it. Now, with the red flag card coming out crossing, it lets me know that some of you may not have had concrete evidence of this person's wrongdoing, but you could feel it. I also feel like if the two of you have been in an off and on relationship, or if this is someone who tends to pull back a lot, that is your red flag. Okay? Whenever they're silent, they're up to something. The growing together card came out on top of reconciliation. With that card crossing, it lets me know that this person either isn't learning lessons or they're not applying those lessons. This card is also about a soul bond. So with it crossing, it lets me know that you don't feel the same way about this person that you used to. Okay? And this is someone who's hard to grow with because of the unequal give and take in the connection, because they don't put in the work, because they are a poor communicator. Some of you may want to make things work with this person, but you know deep down that in order for you to be with them, you would have to dim your light, or you would have to, oh, how can I put this? It's almost like, I don't want to say you would have to play dumb, but you would definitely have to dumb yourself down some. Yeah. You would have to pretend to be ignorant. You would have to be aloof. You would have to stunt your own growth. Wow. The two of you may have had a toxic relationship with each other. Okay. I do feel like this person operates out of dysfunction. They're definitely in love with you, but by the way that they've treated you, I cannot blame you for feeling like this person may not have ever truly loved you in the first place. I just feel like they don't know how to be in a healthy relationship. And I actually feel like peace is boring to this person. They may try to make it seem as though they don't want to fight, they don't want the drama, they don't try and hurt you. They just want the two of you to be together, to get along. They don't want the drama that comes along with a toxic relationship, but in reality, they love it. Yeah, they love it. They're addicted to toxic patterns. It's a thrill for them. It's a thrill. At the top of the deck, you have lessons learned. So you've learned a lot of lessons through this toxic connection. Some of you may have even operated a lot out of emotional dysfunction or mental dysfunction when you were dealing with this person. And this is going to sound crazy, but I see it, so I'm going to say it. Some of you would play into this person's manipulation tactics. I see it. Now, I'm not saying all of you would do that, but some of you would definitely play the fool to fool the fool that thinks they're fooling you. That's what this is getting. Okay, some of you may have given into the pattern, even though you knew better, the toxic patterns to be exact. Some of you would play the little game, their little manipulation games. Some of you would play into the dysfunction. You may have even acted out of dysfunction, even though you knew better. Okay. Yeah, some of you would definitely play this person's game, even though you knew better all along, but I guess just for giggles, you would play into this person's manipulation or make them think that they were able to manipulate you when you were very much hip to the game all along. Some of you definitely did that. Now, I'm not saying all of you, but some of you definitely did it. ah, that's funny. I'm just getting like little clips in my mind's eye, of you literally playing into this person's games, like pretending you don't know certain things or pretending like you've been fooled or you don't know any better, pretending even maybe pretending to be dysfunctional at times, like entertaining certain little arguments or entertaining their toxicity, even though you knew better all along. But it's like, what the heck, you know? But you were fully aware all along. You've been growing and leveling up the whole time. Even though you have entertained this person, even though they were stuck in a toxic pattern, you were growing and leveling up all along. emotionally, mentally, in different ways, spiritually for many of you as well. Yeah, it's literally fooling the fool that thinks they're fooling you. Hmm. Give me another card. For some of you, this person could feel like they're under spiritual attack because they've been going through an inferno because so many things have been going on with them. All right, you have broken mirrors and you also have conflict resolution. So, this person does want to make amends with you after you held a mirror up to them. Okay. I feel like they could have been doing things to try and trigger you intentionally. Hmm. Also, this person could have started doing some toxic things, thinking that they were teaching you a lesson, but they ended up falling in the hole that they were digging for you. Hmm. Those of you who are headstrong, it really triggers this person. Okay. But see, I feel like they're triggered by it because at some point they looked at you as someone who was easy to affect on a mental or emotional level. They may have looked at you as someone who was easy to manipulate. But what they didn't understand is you were never falling for the manipulation. You already knew better. And so they get triggered when they're unable to manipulate you or when they're unable to cause dysfunction in your life. Hmm. Also, I feel like this person has tried to trigger you intentionally by being stubborn, bossy, selfish, guarded, inflexible, or by lacking empathy, okay, by playing aloof. But if you did hold a mirror up to this person, I feel like it caused an awakening for them. It made them realize some things. So, yeah, they want to make amends. They're hoping for a positive outcome. This is someone who may want to rebuild their trust. But this is someone who operates out of broken or fragmented energy. They really need to work on themselves. That's what they need to do. They don't need to be dating anyone. Give me another card. Who is coming toward my viewers when it comes to love? This person may want to meet up with you. All right, you have caught. And it fell out on top of vibes and sync, deuces, and broken mirrors. So some of you may have been doing your detective work, or there is something that came to light. This person could have even exposed a side of them, or they could have exposed themselves in some way, and that was the last straw for you. They also get triggered when you catch them up because they feel like you always find out everything. Wow. Some of you may have been seeing angel numbers, specifically 1111, 111, 222, maybe even 1234. And if you have been seeing those angel numbers, I feel like that's symbolic of you being on the right track, of you making the right decisions when it comes to this connection. Also, I do feel like this is a connection where opposites attract. Okay? The two of you may have different beliefs, but if they operated out of their higher self, the two of you would balance each other out. Okay? Trying to pay attention to the time because I don't want to keep you guys on this reading too long. Because, baby, I will read all day. Give me another card. Maybe I'll pull two more, then I'll let you guys go. Who is coming toward my viewers? For some of you, you have a twin flame coming toward you. Ooh, that was a lot. All right, so we have soul contracts, egg on their face, back together, and you also have make it rain, and all of those cards came out crossing. So this is someone you definitely had a soul contract with, and I feel like the two of you felt this insane chemistry pretty quickly when you initially connected with each other. All right. But some of you, if you were to look back at all that you've been through with this person, their behaviors, their lack of growth, all of the triggers, the lessons, and all of that. If you've ever looked back at it, some of you may wonder if this person is karmic. Okay. Now, for others of you, I do feel like this person is learning some type of lesson through a karmic. And that's another reason why they're wanting this fresh start with you. It's because they've been put through the ringer with someone else. Also, you just want good vibes. Okay. And this person's going to come in making it seem as though they just want good vibes too, but they don't operate out of good vibes. It's like every time you give them another chance, you end up regretting it. Or you end up catching them up in something. You end up feeling like a fool. But you have no reason to feel like a fool. They're the fool. Don't you dare feel like no fool. Okay, so yeah, everything backfired on this person in some way, especially if they started dealing with someone or started doing something to come into money or that has anything to do with the material world. I feel like it all backfired on them. Now they're embarrassed. For a few of you, they may even be embarrassed about their financial situation at the moment. They feel like their blessings are blocked. If they happen to own a business or if they're doing something that has to do with being an entrepreneur, I feel like something has shifted with that business and not in a good way. For a small portion of you, there's some type of legal matter that they're worried about, or something that has to do with the legal system. But yeah, regardless of who else they connect with, regardless of who else this person entertains, you're always in the back of their mind. In the back of their mind, they are always feeling as though the two of you will end up making your way back to each other. That's just how strong the connection that they have with you truly is. Also, I feel like this person didn't complete their end of a soul contract. The soul contract card did come out crossing, so it lets me know that some of you may have finished up your soul contract, but others of you haven't. You may have finished a portion of it, but you haven't completed the full soul contract. But I'm not going to get too much into that because this is it's a general reading, and I don't want to be influencing anyone in the wrong way. I don't want my hands to be dirty on that. Yeah, this is someone who definitely needs to evolve on a soul level. At the top of the deck, you have unemployed. This person may be broke or they have a lot of debt. They may have fallen upon hard times. If it's not that, they're definitely living beyond their means. And for some of you, they're embarrassed about their financial situation. I don't know if they invested into something that ended up blowing up in their face. They may have gotten with someone or entertained another person because they thought that person has money, but they may have found out that person really doesn't have it all like that. And for others of you, if you help this person out a lot financially, they're feeling away because nobody else is there for them the way that you've been there for them. But they're definitely going through a lot of debts right now. I feel like they owe people. Yeah, they may owe people. Give me one more card to end the reading. Who is coming toward my viewers? All right, you have cosmic nudges. You've been getting intuitive nudges about this person. You've definitely been getting intuitive hits. And for some of you, it's coming through the form of like depression coming in out of nowhere, or feeling like a rejection wound that you may have already healed. Reminiscing, kind of missing this person out of nowhere, or thinking about things that you went through and it starts to hurt even though you already healed or you're in the process of healing. You may start thinking about verbal conflicts between the two of you, or times when this person tried to play victim. Some of you could even think about times when you played victim and you may have been wrong, but take it however it fits. There was definitely a point in time when you may have operated a little bit out of insecurity, but I also feel like this person didn't give you a safe place. You didn't feel safe with them. And if they knew that you were insecure, I feel like they would do things to trigger the insecurity. Wow. So, yeah, there's someone who's been going through it. Going through it, honey. They self-sabotage. They sabotage this connection. They avoided you. They tried to distract themselves by trying to keep themselves busy, but they've been desiring you all along. And those of you who gave them the deuces, those of you who did take a step back, you really called this person's, how can I put it? You showed this person you're not the one to play with, because I feel like you did it at a time that they didn't expect it, and it surprised them. It left them shocked. It's like you took your power back so quick. I can't do it fast enough. I can't do it fast enough. You guys took your power back so quick. I feel like it left this person shocked. Like, what is this? Wait a minute. You did it so quickly and so spontaneously. And you face your fear when it comes to losing this person, because some of you held on for a while because you didn't want to lose them. So, of course, you would always try to patch things up. Of course, you wouldn't stay distant for too long, because deep down, you may have felt like if you didn't take the role of repair woman or repair man, that the relationship would collapse, because you felt like this person wouldn't do the work. You may have felt like they were not gonna be the one to mend things, or you couldn't depend on them. See, that's where that energy of feeling unsafe comes in at, where you did not feel secure enough in the connection to the point where you could trust this person to fix their own wrongdoing. So there were times when they were wrong and you would be the one to fix it. You would be the one to look over things. You would be the one to avoid certain things, to walk on eggshells, to prevent triggering an argument. But you're done with that, as you should. And I kind of feel myself wanting to get a little petty. So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading, because I don't want to offend anyone. I try to keep it cute and professional. But if you only knew the type of things that go through my mind at times, okay? I'm a Sagittarius sun sign, so it can get really petty real fast. Nothing personal, but I just don't play about you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading before I take it there. See, that's growth. I'm going to be positive. I'm gonna do right. Ooh, but I want to cook them. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so, so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time, bye.